Hailing from France, our sweetheart is SyDe. And the bottom left, the Moldovan Mauler, the bad boy. You never know what you're gonna get with him. It is Blade.
You kind of know what you're gonna get, I think. In this
Not
case,
in the Discord chat, though.
Sorry?
Not in the Discord chat.
Oh yeah. Well, kind of there. Yes, Blades, in my opinion, might be number one in Europe in terms of playing against Crypt Lord and Undeads. Well, maybe not against DK, but against Crypt Lord, I would say so. And he's shown it many times with his dismantling of multiple Undeads. I think a lot of Undeads that are also really good at with Crypt Lord, they kind of fear him because they know he's very solid. And usually it's off the back of just very solid play. Setting up the expansion, defending it early on, going into Castle Tech with double Sanctum, double Workshop, and then going for the perfect mix that you can go for. A couple Priests, some Sorceresses to counter Abombs, Breakers, just a very few Knights, and Flying Machines to counter Destroyers, and Mortars to counter Banshees. He's very good at scouting and adapting to the opponent.
Yeah, it could very much be a big army, a big fight in the end if both here go into the 2-base play. It can be a little rough on Northern Isles for the human early on to set up the expansion. It seems like there's no great creep route to go for. He's going to go for the green first, and then go for the expansion after here, Blade is. But that's not going to get him too close to level 3 just yet.
Yeah. If you do this creep route, you can get level 3 by doing all the 3 small greens near your base and then the expansion. But Blades and many humans, they usually scout with against Crypt Lord like this, and if they see that there is a Crypt Lord, they just creep this small green straight into expansion. The problem with this is that you don't get Water Elemental level 2, and then when the Undead comes to your side of the map to do damage, if you don't have Water Elemental level 2, it's very hard to defend against Crypt Lords, Beetles, Skeletons, and Ghouls. And then if you start losing Peasants, even just as few as 3, it can really weaken your economy and slow you down overall big time.
Yeah, the Crypto in the meantime, he can go for that Expo camp right away. That's going to be a level 2 for him and a decent item, so I suppose it is here. And if he wants to, he can be aggressive right away, or can play it more passively, creeping up more. Oh, and that footy surround. That's not supposed to happen. Normally, Blade always so great at keeping these footies in range to scout, but not in range to get surrounded. And yeah, losing that early footman, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, because you got very few footmen here when you go for this quick expansion like this. He has only 3 out right now, so he literally lost one out of his 4 footmen that he had. And now SyDe is doing the timing I talked about, and it's gonna be very hard to defend without Water Elemental level 2. Blades, he was a little bit out of position for 1 sec. He moves back next to the Peasant. He's already sending Militia. This is also key to defending against this. You need to have the Militia arriving as the Undead gets there. Let's see if he can minimize the losses here. Great base build, actually, to prevent units from getting in too easily and killing Peasants so far.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. The Peasants here have hardly any surface area. For a second, I was wondering, could SyDe just have clicked down that Town Hall maybe earlier? But that time now seems to be over.
If he did now and he impaled the Peasants from the left, I think he would just impale almost all of them, but he's playing a little bit more conservative. Instead, trying to get safe kills. That tower will be repaired on time. I think he's playing conservative. He's playing conservative because the last time they played, he played super aggro, he lost a lot, and then he died to the counter-attack, in my opinion. He just fell way too far behind. But that was with Water Elementals level 2, which have not happened there. Why? Because SyDe hasn't YOLO'd in. He's just saving everything that he can so far.
Gonna be a lot more Peasants going down. 1, 2, 3. Right now. In very quick succession, that's gonna make it 5 or 6 Peasant kills. Something like that. I haven't kept perfectly track. But the expansion is standing. It is fully mining. Tower is up as well. But in the lumber, we see the issue for Blade. Very low lumber now. That tier 2. It's not gonna be happening too soon.
Yeah, that's the downside, really, of sending Peasants like this, like Blade's lumber in absolute shambles. He's going to force the lumber mill with at least 2 Peasants, maybe even more. And then you're going to want to get that improved lumber harvesting as soon as that lumber mill finishes. But there's still some big harass potential here with just an Arcane Tower being set up on the Expo. SyDe actually, with so much mana, he's almost full mana, 200 mana currently on that Crypt Lord. Ideally, he might want to get Crypt Lord to level 3 before starting to summon extra Beetles in there. And SyDe, In this game, he went for a graveyard at a pretty nice timing. He starts tech. I'm curious if he's going to drop the second crypt to go into Fiends a bit quicker, maybe.
A player's forces
I think he definitely should. Also, it's not just good for Fiends, but also for Spirit Tower, which at the expansion is oftentimes very valuable. Crypt Lord with boots and staff, very mobile now, but the AM got level 3. And the thing is, SyDe brought a lot of ghouls early, so his tier 2 wasn't even that fast. It is faster than Blade's, but not by much. Blade can start his tier 2 right now, but he's getting distracted in the middle. All the footies kind of hurt already. Impale could do wonders, but of course the new Impale, quite a bit weak.
Yeah, SyDe is engaging. He needs to make sure he doesn't lose ghouls there. Be engaging with the healthy ones. And he grabbed boots and staff, so maybe got a little bit of coaching from Ente. One of the bigger fans out there of getting boots on his Crypt Lord, extra mobility, you can really chase down stuff. Archimage gets surrounded, he's trying to break out. If SyDe could force the Town Portal, there's still another Impale. I think he has to TP now. Oh, SyDe was gonna go for the Impale, but that didn't go through because the Town Portal happened first. Luckily for him, he didn't waste the mana. But that was close. If that Impale goes through and Archimage dies, Blade would be in big trouble.
He killed 3 ghouls for it, so it was an okay trade, but not having the TP now is scary. If he gets surrounded again, that could be very painful. At daytime, we're going to have a TP becoming available in the middle, but there's still creeps there, so also not that one too easy to get. Well, we have a bit more creeping for that CL. Wants to really get that level 3 now.
Yeah, with the second crypt coming up now, SyDe can start spamming Fiends. And then the question is, what does he go for when he reaches tier 3? If he's really inspired by Ente, like I said, or maybe some of the mouse sports undeads, might go for the double slaughterhouse in support, where you just break up keep quickly, and then you go for a big timing with ideally higher supply, and before the human can start leveling his zeros comfortably. I don't think Blade should look for the surround here. I mean, there's a staff. That wouldn't do much. But maybe he's hoping he can force it, and then later re-surround when the staff is down.
Dude, the confidence on Blade. Half HP on the AM, no staff, no TP. Just running around. He's not afraid of anything. Outside of the liquor store, maybe having closed on Sundays, but he's looking good here.
Yeah, the Crypt Lord are like really far out. I guess he saw that the units weren't that close, and he thought he could break out. Like, he's very confident in his micro, which, as you mentioned it, even the last time when he got surrounded, he still managed to kill triple ghoul before having to Town Portal out, and he TP'd at the perfect second as well to dodge the Impale, so he knows that he's good, and he's playing accordingly. SyDe though. Wait, Invis Potion? Is it time to go full Jaws on us? He staffs to the other side. Maybe that could be a great escape plan, actually, to have the Invis Potion instead of having a Town Portal, because nobody will have dust at this stage, or be able to scan either on this map.
Gonna get 2 footies here, not too bad. You would love to get a fast level 4 on the Crypt Lord for the strong level 2 Impale. You see the DK coming out. Tier 3 Slaughterhouse all looking very standard for Blade. Good lumber management as well. He's got the MK coming and 3 production buildings. AM in the middle, got a TP and a dust. No invuln. Wait, where's the invuln? Ah, the Crypt Lord guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing a Zep. Actually, I like that because the footmen were going around to try and catch these Fiends. So now he's going to be able to get out. And then you still have the Zep to scout around with. So very well done by SyDe here. Make sure you don't get webbed by this camp here, though. I've seen some scary movie type scenarios here where that Nairobian web spinner is like, all right, I'm just going to ruin this game for you and just web you right here.
And look at the heads up play by Blade. He's in position to aggro the camp in case the Zeppelin is in range. That's pretty cool, man. He's anticipating it all.
Because of all the aggression that was happening, though, SyDe didn't get to pick up double mana pot from his shop when the DK came out. And that's a big disadvantage compared to usually. Because then you have all those extra impales. You cannot compete for the center, which some of it is already gone. And Mount King enters the game with Gauntlet of Strength, Pennant of Energy, and Boot of Speed. Always nice when that happens.
AM is still looking low HP, but Blade not concerned. At the moment, the undead army not looking too big, but it's going to change very soon. Fiends are coming out, more and more upgrades. I love that SyDe always pays so much attention to these Fiend upgrades. He's going to be up at 2-1, 3-1 very fast.
Yeah.
And then the focus fire is going to be scary against knights, against heroes, against breakers, against anything.
SyDe has a lot of ghouls, and he already broke upkeep. So yeah, on this map, very important to almost always compete for the center in these kind of games. Right now, he's actually trying to steal away the lab. That might be an overextension because Blade's nearby, and it's a very hard camp to creep with Inner Fire here. And that super tanky Furl Bug. Remember that he doesn't have a Town Portal either, so Lich definitely maybe needs to ferry over some mana potion. But yeah, SyDe I think forgot about Frenzy. Look at how many ghouls he has. What he might do is attack somewhere with his army and send the ghouls elsewhere, maybe even into the expo to kill a lot of the peasants, while he keeps the human busy.
Zeppelin coming in again. Oh, there is a gyro now against it, and we don't have web yet by the look of things. Should be upgraded any second now, as also we see the Banshee house soon to be done. Haven't seen too many kills here yet. Blade dropping low on the MK. You want to keep him alive. You want to level him as much as you can. And I guess this is the best time to use the footies to get value out of them while they're not completely useless yet.
Yeah, but if he doesn't kill anything, that's going to backfire. Lich is coming over with Orb and double mana potion. And SyDe is already doing well in the fight. Kills a priest. He's chasing down footmen. He can immediately go for the marketplace here as soon as he's done chasing. Finally, we got web on the way. He forgot about Frenzy. I can't believe he forgot about Frenzy with this many ghouls. Like I said, you can really attack somewhere, do a lot. But yeah, Destroy form at least on the way now for SyDe. He starts the first Banshee as well.
We finally have the Paladin. We have the first Knight. Freshly with the upgrade already. Ooh, focus on the MK, but also focus on the Fiend. There's no aura yet. Not having aura here on the DK is a big deal. Impale hits. Nova does as well. But Hero still looking pretty healthy. This Paladin making a huge difference. Could use the Holy Light now, perhaps aggressively. He certainly will. Was that a mistake, though? Looks like it was. MK dies because of the aggressive Holy Light. First mistake by Blade, getting punished right away.
Ooh, that Lich could be in trouble here. There's no Death Coil. Oh, he's gonna go down. Okay, that's pretty bad because that's the bulk of his damage here thanks to the orb. Creeps actually get awakened by this. They're like, alright, you guys are fighting near us. That's our cue. And SyDe behind this, he queued an Abomination in his slaughterhouse after double statue. I guess if he's just gonna go to double statue and destroy because he already has web, so he can counter flying machines pretty well. DK is gonna get chased and killed. Paladin gets level 2 very quickly after being out here.
Seems like he's gonna go for the safety, Divine Shield. Oh, and level 4 for the AM. Almost getting surrounded there on the Crypt Lord. He's got the Tele Staff and nothing that can cancel it. He's taking a good chunk of damage there, though. And that is definitely Blade grabbing the lead now in this game. And what you mentioned earlier, you're absolutely right. Imagine there was 6 or 7 Frenzy Ghouls in that fight as well. Would have been full map control for SyDe. Would have been claiming so many camps. Or maybe even coming in with a dangerous attack towards the expansion. Forgetting about the Ghouls. Yeah. Huge mistake.
6 or 7? He has 10 ghouls, man. He could have sent all of them but 1 or 2 with the lumber economy that he already has. Yeah. And there would have been an absolute peasant slaughter on the expo. And they're so fast that even if human town portals, you can just get out, maybe even run to the main and kill some more peasants. But yeah, with Anabon being there, SyDe is just trying to play super solid there. He's trying to do the same thing that Blade is going to try and do. Just get as close to perfect an army as he can. With 1 or few bomb with Disease Clouds, some Banshees for anti-magic shell, and also doing attack damage on knights. They can also sometimes threaten the possession. But yeah, Paladin getting level 3 is nice here. That Mountain King massively under-leveled, only level 1 right now.
Honestly, I kind of prefer it that way. Like, level 1 Stormbolt is oftentimes good enough to chase. Of course, the pool of the MK is going to be kind of low. But level 2 Holy Light is going to be amazing. Now MK is going to get level 2. Do you still go clap nowadays, or will you refuse ever since the nerf?
Yeah, everybody still goes clap, I think. Like clap level 2 on level 3 in particular. I'm really surprised to see the Medallion of Courage on the Lich. I feel like maybe on the Crypt Lord it might be better. And SyDe doesn't seem too interested in cripping. He's trying to hit close to 80 supply timing, but Blade already has 80 supply himself. And he's planning on taking 1 more expo. Where do you town portal here? Left side? The Crypt Lord could impale wherever there's the town portal, so he might just try and base race for a bit. But the peasants are going to die quicker.
On the gold mine, has less HP though, and we're just going to trade TPs. Yeah, that was smart by Blade. I like the point that you bring him.
Ghouls. Oh. You see that? He forest war ghouls, so they will stay there. That's super well done by SyDe. They're going to stay over and kill peasants after he town portal and chase Blade out of there. But Blade already killed 5 acolytes.
The good thing for Blade is he has so much lumber, so he doesn't have to remake too many peasants. He can just pull them off the lumber. How, by the way, does he have that much lumber without a shredder? He's still got 1,000 after all these upgrades.
Yeah, with only one of the lumber upgrades made as well. He didn't even get the second one. That's the thing about Blade is like, I think this guy never lacks lumber almost. He always manages his lumber perfectly. He very consistently must count the amount of peasants that he gets on lumber. And he probably goes up to, you know, at least 13 on lumber every game.
Another classic by Blade. He delays the orb and the staff for a long time. Much rather trying to get a big army first. Also what we see here, doesn't have those tier 3 items yet from his shop. Some of the knights in the front line, tanky yes, but will be getting taken out. 14 armor on those bad boys. But one of them was taken out there. Not too many gyros, but also only one destroyer up in the air. SyDe is going to kite back. Hero levels for the undead, not too impressive. DK only level 2. That coil not doing too much. And that's now with an orb of fire finally in the mix.
Oh my god, Mountain King drops the mana pendant, uses a mana potion, he's back to 340 mana, he's gonna clap away, he's not even level 3 just yet. SyDe, re-engaging, trying to kite whenever he can, those flame machines doing work. And Web was already used from most of those fiends. Blade is pushing this army back, and he's not slowing down.
He's got a beautiful army, you mentioned it earlier, the right amount of every unit. 2 knights, a couple of casters, a lot of breakers, a couple of gyros, and the heroes doing the rest. Only thing missing here is level 3 MK, and he's an inch away from it. That big mana potion was glorious. Paladin level 4 already. That's outrageous, this timing.
Yeah. Usually you go for R here. He hasn't... Oh, he goes for Divine Shield level 2, so he's worried about hero targets. He probably feels confident enough already about his army. 2-2 upgrades on those knights and breakers. As the knight is taking out the acolytes down there. The Creep Lord missing level 5 here is huge. I really don't know why. I feel like SyDe shouldn't have attacked this quick, the expansion, and instead maybe crept a bit more. And yet the Lich has full mana right now with Medallion of Courage. I really think that belongs on the Creep Lord as well.
It might be a little bit better for the min-max, but I think the big problem here is just SyDe lost his timing. When human gets to 80 supply, they're crazy strong. But if you come in with Frenzy Ghouls, like you said, at around 60, 65, that should have been the time for SyDe to have a very good time in the game and get ahead with that timing, but he missed the timing. And now, Blade on 3 bases, 1 million upgrades, finally, the Staff of Sanctuary, and pretty much the perfect human army.
Oh, he buys... Oh, look at the barricades blocking his Archmage. He's trying to drop Ivory, and there's a pig under. He's blocked by the pig. Oh my god.
Todd, I hope this is not going to be too traumatizing for you.
Oh
those
my
barricades
god.
keep ruining your life.
He's killing the barricades anyway. That's why you do that when your first Arcane Tower goes up. They actually do die pretty fast. But yeah, SyDe's, his goal is simple here. Just camp. Just wait for Blade to attack into him. He took his expo a bit later on the 3rd base, so he's going to have more gold to work with. He might want to kite, so maybe he engages a little bit further more to the left and then starts kiting back to the Blight. If you're Blades and you realize that you're ahead economically currently, I think maybe you just wait until you have a bunch of extra golds. Ooh, actually stealing some of the beetles here. Yeah, you wait until you have a bunch of extra gold and then you break. Yeah, there it is. 81 supply. No, he went back. Never mind.
Could go for some more upgrades as well. Sorceresses could get some training.
Oh, there's still the marketplace.
3-2 already. There is the marketplace. Oh, wait. Are we shopping something? Let's take a look. MK. Is he gonna buy something here? Healthstone. Hell yeah, bro. Let's go.
You get a belt as well. Belt of Strength.
Belt, 400.
Might be better than breaking upkeep. You just stay on 80 longer. I mean, you could do that later eventually as well. It feels like the number before you break from 80 to 100 is like you need to at least have 1500 to 2k, I think. And then maybe you even stop mining as to not keep on getting taxed.
Blade looks so ready, man. He's got heal scrolls, 2 of them. Invul potion, health stone, 443 levels, 80 supply. SyDe is in a terrible spot. This is a very hard fight for the undead. Banshees, do they have master? They do. Okay. Maybe they can steal the knights.
Neither player broke 80 supplies, so it's completely equal supplies here. SyDe 3-1 on the Fiends and Destroyers. Knights are about to be 3-3 here in a few seconds. Blade's not going to wait for that, though. He engages head-on, Mountain King at the front, anti-magic shell available and everything. Let's see those impales here. Criplord goes a little deep, and I think he's stuck.
Stuck on the wrong side, and where's the Frost Armor, by the way? Frost Armor must be getting used on these frontline heroes and on the A-Bomb side, forgetting about it for the moment. Comes in with a nice Impale, though, that hits well. Hellstone was worth it right away. MK survives the focus fire thanks to it. Crippler gonna TP out. I think that's to the main, if I'm not mistaken. Yep,
yeah.
TP's to the main, and open season on the Expo.
He's gonna have to run there right away. He already knows that if you're Blade here, you're always gonna go there. The Necropolis is about to be cancelled. And those Acolytes gonna be in danger immediately. And Blade is not giving time for SyDe to replenish. You know? Ideally, SyDe would like to sit in his base with statues, replenishing hit points, replenishing mana before he re-engages. Blade knows that that's the case. So he jumps on top of this Nerubian tower. Actually gets it. And now the Criplord is not very healthy.
Anti-magic, missing. These Banshees still plenty of mana. SyDe, of course, has a lot of things to manage here in this fight. Impale hits only the MK, but there's always a Holy Light ready for him. While there's still mana. In the meantime, though, Pally running out of mana. And one Knight is stolen, but he loses the upgrades. 0-0, not 3-2 or 3-0 as we saw before. MK dropping low again, but he's got the Invul Potion. MK soaking up so much damage, but just not dying. But now, Holy Light is out, so maybe this is the time for SyDe to push back this attack. Pally in trouble, and he goes down! There was a staff ready. Bit of a mistake by Blade, not using that one in time. And now without the healer, SyDe, what's he gonna do? DK in trouble as well. DK might be going down. No item for him anymore. Mountain King gets to 4. There's a staff for him. There was almost a Stormbolt as well. Only AM left in the fight here, but seems like Blade has the superior forces left. 74 supply. And 1,600 gold, by the way. SyDe also plenty of gold, but has to run.
Yeah, he has to remake everything here, like everything that he lost. Like a bunch of Banshees fell. One of his most important heroes, the DK. I mean, they're all important. 3-2 upgrades now. And Blade looking healthier on everything. He remade the Pala from the altar. He didn't go for an instant revive, so he's kind of missing that Holy Light, but his army is just looking so strong regardless. And having killed that expansion in the bottom right, he knows that he's super far ahead now. I wonder if he might break upkeep at all, because he's still got 80 supply and 2,000 gold now.
It seemed like he really has to. Fighting here with only AM. A little ambitious. Ooh, he's going to have to force the TP here. More casters going down, but also Destroyer taking out AM level 6.
Yeah, SyDe is in quite a bit of trouble, but with his main expiring now, he can actually try and retake that in the bottom right. And yeah, I don't know what it would take for him to come back there. It feels like his supply is just so low in comparison with Blades. And he's lacking mana severely. He's moving around a lot, and when he's moving around, he's not using the mana regen from the statues, you know, manually. Those Acolytes, they're going to war in the top left, Remo. Look at them.
5 Echoes versus 2 Towers. I am a big fan of the 2 Towers, so I think I know how this one's gonna go.
Yeah, SyDe spent his bank as well now, so he's kind of stuck on 57 supply, trying to re-expand. Blade sees this. And it's kind of weird not seeing him break upkeep. Blade definitely could get rid of a lot of the peasants in his main base as well. He doesn't need that many.
It's a ton of peasants. I guess this answers why there was so much lumber this whole time.
He bought a class plus 12 and a medallion of courage. Shop at home.
Lady. Wait, what else do we have in there? Sobi Mask. Oof. Also, Talisman could be really nice on the MK. Some rings, maybe. Buy some rings. Is this the year to start buying rings? I doubt it.
Never.
Ring plus 3. The value for the MK would be crazy, my friend.
Nah.
Oh. You don't want to. Todd doesn't want to believe it. Lies. Deception.
So SyDe has triple statue. He might try and morph like quite a few destroyers, but then he wouldn't have statues. The problem is that when he impaled the Paladin and targeted it, and then the MK, he only impaled those heroes. He didn't manage to impale anything else. Yeah, summoning Beetles here is a very bad idea, because those are just going to be stolen. Here we go, Flame Machines going in, Blades looking to deal the killing blow here. As SyDe is backed into a corner, quite literally. without a taunt portal.
And this MK is such a raid boss now. Looking scary as well with that cloak. One knight being stolen, but not like it really matters. MK, for him, it's a glorious day. You're standing in the middle. He's eating the Coil Nova. He doesn't care. And that's the Pally backing him up. The early level 2 Holy Light. How great was this? The MK going down really was a blessing in disguise, sort of. And now, this is just like a knife through warm butter. GG. 1-0 for Blade.
Not bad, Mr. Blade. That looked a little shaky from both sides in the early and mid game, I think. But the late game, man, so strong. Blade barely any mistakes anymore. And SyDe couldn't just deal with the overwhelming super late game human. As we oftentimes say, it is so incredibly hard to get to that stage, to weather all the storms. It's not easy, but Blade did it. SyDe looking way better than on day one, but this is still not enough. Still a couple of mistakes here and there that he needs to shut off. Can't happen really. I like some ideas he had with the staff, interrupting creeping, for example. The Invis potion also nice. But yeah, sometimes sweet plays and being a nice guy doesn't help. He needs to turn this around, otherwise we got Blade in the playoffs alongside Hawk.
Nice guys always finish last, Neo.
Why did you win championships then?
What do you think?
Okay, Mr. Bad Boy over here. We go into a little break and then we're back with map 2. everybody in a good mood here. Everybody has a smile on his face except SyDe. He is facing elimination here at DreamHack Open Summer. Looking a little concerned, if you ask me. But yeah. Coach Remo.
I would be concerned too if I had to face somebody called the Moldovan Molar. Just saying.
Looking very focused now. Channels his inner spirits right there. Remo. Any advice for SyDe?
Yeah, do something weird. Do Dreadlord if you're feeling that, or do DK Fast Expo. Blade is just way too good against Cryptlord expansion, and Last Refuge is probably the best map against Cryptlord Expo, so that seems to be a bad idea. DK Fiends, he's not very practiced with. It's a very hard style to play, and also this is a good map for human. Honestly, I think he should have vetoed this map, but anyways, here we go, Last Refuge. And SyDe is going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat to win this one.
Okay, let's see if he can do a little black magic right there. SyDe versus Blade, match number 2. Elimination for the Frenchie. Let's go.
So far, looking at these builds, we don't have anything too unusual. Ghoul opening for SyDe. What's he gonna attempt this time? Could be, honestly, each of the first heroes. Dreadlord, Lich, DK, and Cryptlord, all somewhat viable. Although Dreadlord does seem especially hard to play. But SyDe's favorite hero. SyDe, one of the best Dreadlord players in the world. And we'll see what he's gonna choose.
One of the best. He's number 1, bro.
All right, bro. Sorry. Didn't want to offend you, bro. Sorry.
It's not me who's offended. It's his side that should be, man. He's the king of Dreadlord. He's pretty good at it. Was his trademark for a very long time. Went to China for WCG. And actually won a map against Infi. I think he was using Dreadlord, right?
I don't think he won a map. Did he? He had a rough group stage, but he had some good showings. He was playing against Infi on the main stage. I think he lost 2-0, but looked good. But I'm not 100% on that anymore, I'm afraid to say. It's a DK, by the way. The new flavor of Last Refuge. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Cryptlord has been so figured out on this map, gets countered really heavily. DK, probably the better option. Xlord showed very well how to play that style with 2 base versus 2 base. But what we saw in America was Crunchers saying no to 2 base play and just going level 3 creep route quick with the AM and then pressuring fast on 1 base teching against the DK expansion. Do you think that might be the better way to go, or what's the meta saying nowadays?
I'm sorry, Remo, I wasn't listening. I was checking the WCG results where SyDe did beat Infi on Last Refuge of all maps with a single Dreadlords. So he did win that one map.
Oh, wow.
I knew my memory wasn't fully failing me.
I must say, I don't remember that one. But the question is, against this new-ish DK expansion style, do you want to go 2 base, or might you just want to play more aggressively on 1 base, like, for example, Cruncher has shown? Creep level 3 fast, tech up, and then just attack.
I think you need to expand. Like 1 base, I just don't see it work. It's just an all-in, basically. Like, the game will be decided very quickly. If you have confidence in your macro, multitask, micro, everything, it's usually just better to take the safer routes, the more standard route of just expanding yourself. But SyDe already being on this side of the map while potentially expanding very soon, he has some real potential to do damage here if he can finish a bunch of the creeps, gets a water elemental. Can he somehow get the rock golem? Most likely not. No, he won't be getting it. And that's the Archmage level 3 with the defensive item.
Yeah, right now, pretty trash. But later on the MK, it's gonna be wonderful. But Blade's creep route towards the expansion is really slow. That's gonna be a hell of a slow expo over here.
Yeah. When Archmage's trash is another Mountain King's treasure. I'll tell you that about this Rune Bracer and this ring.
Oh, Militia! Guess what? We're not expanding, boys. This is the push. Aggressive.
A player's forces are
SyDe could just cancel the expo, actually, against this. If he kills a bunch of the mercenaries, SyDe should not overextend. He did that so well in game 1. He didn't lose too many goals. His coil gonna be on time. He's trying to resurround. DK gets surrounded. He has no time.
Oh, he doesn't have a TP.
Oh my god.
Oh, he fell for it. He opened the trap. SyDe walked in. DK is dead. Expo is cancelled though. Good read. SyDe cancels the expansion. Unsummons. Has to tech right now. And of course the DK is being retrained. Oh my god, Blade!
No.
He's just gonna expand here himself, the absolute madman.
Are you kidding me? And he's gonna attack as well. He saw the ghouls headed up. He's like, okay, I know this is going to my main. I can defend there with militia. I'm just gonna attack you. You don't even have a hero. SyDe didn't go for an Arabian tower. How?
And that's the big problem. Early game, when you only have ghouls, they get countered by the water elementals so hard. Having these beetles early usually is much better at dealing with this kind of pressure. But only with ghouls. Oh boy, is it ever rough.
Yeah, and the timing of those water elementals from Blade is always so good. He never really uses one too early or too late. You see, he still has mana for the next one. That means his mana management has been so damn good here for him to be able to get this many. But yeah, he's keeping the ghouls at bay so far, while walking on a crypt. Maybe he could have gone for the shop, but there is even extra acolytes to repair that. And if you're SyDe right now, you have to be wondering, is this guy even expanding on my expo at the same time? The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
forces are under attack.
SyDe needs a level 3 here ASAP. Blade can tech himself in just a bit, by the way. And the expo's up. He's gonna go for a shop first. Gonna get a few more ghoul kills. And this Undead army is just a joke in this early game, especially without Crypt Lord.
Archmage screwing in on level 4. And Blade with his superior economy, yes, he's gonna tech, but he also could just literally spam full mercenaries from his mercenary camp that is already crept. And as daylight approaches here, he's gonna have access to extra ones. The Mauler maybe even, perhaps.
Yes, SyDe, just like Robert Pattinson, has to be afraid of daylight, because then things are gonna turn real sour. Are we teching now? Yes, we certainly are. Blade starts it, has the expansion lead and the tech lead in this game, which is outrageous. And the level lead, not to mention. Is he gonna save the Shadow Priest? Don't tell me he will. He is destined to die. He's destined to die, but he won't. He's just refusing. Straight up refusing to die.
SyDe's gonna see the expo and he might just tap out here. He's just too far behind. That's it. Blade moves on to the quarterfinals and SyDe is eliminated. Not quite the closest second map here.
GG, well played. Good luck next. Oh boy.